Alright guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another episode of Luau Talk 2023 taxes. What you need to know, being a collector, being a reseller. Hopefully this can help you. And let's see. Alright everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Luau. Thank you for coming to join me on this next Luau Talk informative video to maybe help you. So we did one of these videos back in early 2022 talking about the new tax laws that were enforced and came out last year. Now, truth be told, in December they changed their minds and said, okay, we're going to pause it and we're not going to do it here in 2022. We'll revert to the old method, and then in 2023 we'll do it. Why did they do that? Now, granted, I will tell you there's a lot of push to get rid of it and to go back to the old way, and I'll tell you what the old way is. Will it happen this year? Will they push it again? I don't know. Maybe I'll talk about it a little bit, my opinion of what happened at the end, middle, you know. But this will at least give you the information if they don't change their minds, things that you want to do and start doing now. And if you're not doing it now, go back to January and start really keeping tight records. But before you do that, do something for me absolutely free. Give the video a thumbs up. It goes a long way. Helps support the algorithm. Thank you for that. Hop in that one. Weekly giveaway, 6 prizes, 2 winners every Sunday night right here at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, the Luau Show. All right. So what is the old way? What is taxes? What's new? What's changing? So if you are a collector, obviously, maybe you resell. Maybe you sell on platforms like Whatnot, on eBay, on Mercari. Maybe you're selling other things on platforms like Etsy, like Poshmark. You know, there's a lot of different things that they're out there. You know what I mean? Before, the tax rules were this. Now it's as a service. So if you're doing PayPal or eBay, which eBay is now not tied to PayPal, but basically what it is saying, prior records in the old way was, which they reverted to in December for 2022, is you would not get a 1099 tax form. What that means is if you sell at a certain level, that credit card payment agency, whether it's eBay, whether it's PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, anyone would have to then take that information, submit it to the IRS, and a 1099-K form would be sent to you. That's showing here's the revenue that you have, and of course there's no taxes taken out of it, that you eventually have to claim. And going to the IRS, which basically means then they have proof, and if it's not on your taxes or they're not seeing it, then, you know, they could audit you and go after you and etc. like that. The old tax rules were you needed $20,000 and 200 transactions. You needed both. If you had one and not the other, you wouldn't get a 1099-K. If you had both, you would get a 1099-K. And that's per company, right? So if you had that with eBay, you would then get a 1099-K if you had met those criteria. If you received payments into PayPal, same thing goes. Now, friends and family, that's why it gets taken away, but that's why they're a little bit more stringent with friends and family. But friends and families would be exempt with that, but anything else would. So when you're taking that money out of Whatnot and you're moving it into your PayPal account, guess what? That counts as a transaction and a dollar amount. So just so you know, that's what it does. As of now, Whatnot is not getting involved. They're leaving it up to the seller to do that, and they're not submitting 1099-K forms. Will that change in the future? It could. It could. But those are what the old rules are. Here's what the new rule is. So the new rule is anything transaction $600. So there's no big dollar amount and there's no transaction number. It's simply $600. If you take in $600 from Cash App, guess what? 1099-K. Hey, if you take in $600 from eBay, guess what? Another 1099-K. Same thing with Patreon. People may not do that, but Patreon also is going to do a 1099-K. So if you're doing Patreon, and if you'd like to join the Patreon, check it out down below. But all that stuff, you could get 1099-K. So if you're selling on multiple platforms, in all honesty, you could get multiple 1099-K forms that you are going to then have to file at the end of the year. And yes, it can be daunting. I'll be honest with you. It can be. The first time I had to do it, I did not keep records. It was daunting because I never thought I'd get close to those kind of numbers. other things I do, I did. So since then, I keep track of everything, because you have to get track of this. It's how much you bought the item, how much you sold the item, the fees, the shipping, and then you can write other things off that may be used to be used for the item, housing the items, and all that kind of stuff. Mileage, all that stuff can then be written off. You just have to keep track of it. So for people that don't know, when you're buying an item or you're selling an item, you want to do, I think it's called the cash, or it's basically a method to value that item. So say you're selling a used t-shirt. You can't necessarily sell it for what you paid for it. It's used, so you sell it for about you value it at what the average is worth, say, items sold, you know what I mean? If it's selling for like $8, that's what you valued at, $8. And that's like your cost of goods. You also have to worry about your shipping charges, your fees. Sometimes eBay will keep track of those. Other ones, they don't. You're gonna have to do that. I advise a QuickBooks if you like that, or just keep a nice average spreadsheet. And people say keep your receipts. Well, most receipts, guys, are in forms of your credit cards. So my advice, to you, point one, make sure use one credit card when you're buying stuff. Because, or have if you can, do one card that's dedicated to your purchases. It will help you keep track of everything and make it a lot more easier. Second piece of advice, again, use Excel, QuickBooks, some kind of form of keeping track of all your purchases and your sales. Now, if you're on eBay, they'll actually print you out like a monthly record and show you your sales. eBay now does not really deal with PayPal. They throw money into your bank account. So you got to keep track of that. And they'll give you your fees, and they take out taxes and things like state taxes, etc. So that's a good thing for eBay. I don't think any of the other platforms do. So point two, make sure you keep very good records, at least Excel, or get a QuickBooks or some kind of application that can keep track of all these things. Advice number three, keep track of it all. And even if you don't think it, use it. So stickers, like things we do here for eBay, right? Or for YouTube. All write-off type things, whether it's stickers, promotional items, whether you're giving giveaways, guess what? Write them off. That's what it counts. You're giving that stuff away. Promotional items like pins and stickers, same thing. T-shirts, if you're housing your collectibles, write off the storage unit. You can do that. Mileage, there's certain mileage. So if you're taking that item from your house to the post office, guess what? Mileage can add up depending on how many times you're doing that. Shipping materials, if you're buying shipping materials from like Uline, guess what? You can write that stuff off. And all other kind of services and cameras and computers that are used for that item, these are all write-offs. You want to keep track of them. And you might be surprised at the end of the year, that you might need a cool little write-off. Option 4, now this is different. Sometimes at the end of the year it can be quite daunting when you're starting to get these 1099K forms in. It's like, my advice to you, now you can do taxes yourself. I find that for me, it's just better to do TurboTax, because you could input all the 1099Ks. It does a lot of the work for you. It looks for a lot of fees. It asks the questions needed to be asked, your write-offs, your inventory, all that kind of stuff. It really lays it out really nice. There's a free version. There's a paid version. You can pay and then pay off your taxes out of that. I just find that it's less likely to have any issues with that, and it finds things for you. And if you ever have any instances that are something wrong, it finds it for you and lets you know. So it's a good thing to do. There's a fee associated with it normally, but if you're selling and buying to a good level, then it is quite worth it. And lastly, I'll leave you with this, guys, as far as advice goes. Keep track of it. Do not panic. The 1099K forms normally roll out mid-January to early February, and it can be daunting with all of them. You know what I mean? For me, I sell stuff on a lot of different platforms. I sell stuff on eBay. I sell stuff on Poshmark, whatnot, which then gets deposited into PayPal. I deal directly doing invoices and things like that through PayPal and Patreon and other things. So it can be quite daunting, In the end, do I think that they're going to keep this? There is so much pressure to get rid of this $600 rule. I don't know. In my opinion, This is just my opinion. I think they realized what kind of nightmare it would be, not just on the person filing the taxes, but them dealing with it, that they just pushed it off 1 year. Now, will there be legislation? Will there be pushbacks and everything like that to get rid of it and go back to the way that it's been for quite a while with, you know, $20,000 and 200 transactions? You hope that it would be. Now, granted, did they change this rule to try to get more money? Absolutely. Because let's face it, most people, if they're not getting a 1099-K form, they're not filing the taxes. Now, yes, you should, blah, 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 blah. But if there's no thing going to the IRS, they're not doing it. You know what I mean? The company's not reporting it. They have no proof. It's just they're not going to do it. And most people were not reporting it if they're not getting a 1099-K. So that's why I think they did it. It's a way to get more money. But I think it's going to cause a lot of headaches on their end. Will they do it at the end of the year? I mean, it was weird mid-December. They cut the cord. Will they do it this year? I don't know. But my advice is be prepared that they don't. Be prepared that you're going to have that $600 threshold. Be prepared that you're going to get those 1099-K forms. And again, follow my little advice, you know. Get a credit card dedicated to all your collectible purchases if you can. Check your mileage from your house to your post office, and every time you do it, keep track of it, you know. I go 2.3 miles. I do it this many times. Just keep track of everything you do. Keep track of all your purchases. Excel is a way you can do it yourself, or just keep track of it on a QuickBooks or something like that. Just, you got to keep track of it. And remember, keep track of everything. How much you paid for the item. Use I think it's called the cash thing of what the value is. Keep track of everything you sell, how much you bought it for, how much you sold it for, all the fees associated with it, and shipping, and do all of that and keep a great track of it. That's my advice, guys, because obviously being in collecting and things like that, you're going to sell items, and $600 is a very small threshold. In fact, if you're not coding it right for when you pay someone back, like a Venmo or something like that, guess what? That could count too. So it's an absolute nightmare. Hopefully they change it back, but if they don't, I want you to be prepared. Hopefully this video helped you and prepared you a little bit for the 2023 upcoming tax season. You know, we're in whatever month this video shoots that you see it, but go back, look at it, check it, and be ready. And hey, thanks for coming, guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Hopefully this video helps you. That's what it was intended to do. Be well, be safe. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed that video, and welcome to the new year. 2023 is here. I hope it's better than 2022, although 2022 was not a bad year. But I digress. Thank you for coming to watch this video. Truly do appreciate it. If you haven't already, you want to hop in that one, our brand new weekly giveaway, 6 prizes, 2 winners. If you don't see that banner fly up there, don't worry, it's in the beginning of the video. Click that little link in the beginning of the video. And all you have to do to be a part of that giveaway is give the thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and ding that notification bell, and come join us every Sunday night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern live here on YouTube on that. That's right, the Luau Show, live, special guests, unboxings, collectible talk, all that good stuff. You do not want to miss it. It is a lot of fun. Please come join us and have fun doing that. Also, it's getting cold, right? Want to warm yourself up with a little Luau merchandise at Teespring? Follow our discount code and our link down below that has a discount code. Get a nice little premium Luau sweatshirt. All the different logos and designs we have available on Teespring. Check it out there. Use discount code New Year and save, I think, like 15 or 20%. I don't make a lot of money off them, $1 or something like that. It's just if you want to rep the merch. Also, check out our discount codes and affiliate links all down below, like at Ralphie's Funhouse, where you can save 10% using code Luau. That's right. Check that out. As well as, hey, I got a discount code to cookies, guys. Your first time ordering, 20% off. Bang Cookies. Organic cookies shipped to your door, and I am telling you, they are absolutely fantastic. You can do that down below. If you want to support the channel and support the giveaways we do and get something from me every single month, hop in our Patreon. That is listed down below. Our channel membership as well. We love to have fun, and that's what we do. Hopefully you enjoy the videos that we bring you 3 times a week, the shorts we bring you, the live we bring you, and we're coming up celebrating 4 years doing the weekly giveaway. 4 years. Nobody does it. You're not going to find someone that has done it that long and done as much and give away as much. Wow. But I love doing it. And I thank you guys for watching the videos, participating and helping and all that good stuff. I wish you all the luck here in 2023. Enjoy the videos throughout the week, and be well, be safe. Luau's out.